Back now on Triad today, and I'm so happy whenever we can get our good friend, close friend, good friend, Sheila Jones here, Lori Bates, our director. Let's meet her again from Mountain Valley Hospice. She's, of course, Director of Marketing for Mountain Valley Hospice and Palliative Care, and does such great work throughout all the communities and the counties that that organization serves. Welcome back, dear.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
For people that have just moved into the area or who have been here but have no experience with hospice, who have not heard anything about hospice, give me the standard little spiel about what hospice is and who it's for.
Hospice, we take care of terminally ill patients and their families, and most of them in their homes. Most of those patients have a life expectancy of 6 months or less.
And of course, you said in the home care, and hospice nurses and staff is great, but you also have a hospice home.
We do. We have a hospice home in Dobson. It's the John Howard Waltz Hospice Home, so we take care of patients in that facility.
Right.
And then we're also building a second location.
I'm going to ask you about that in a second. Now,
Sure.
Palliative care, people say, I see this thing in your name called palliative care. What is that and who qualifies for it?
Palliative care is a special program where patients do not have to be that 6 months or less prognosis. They have to be managing something that is, that can be controlled, like a symptom, pain management, some sort of symptom of some sort. We're expert at symptom management, so palliative care just makes sense for us to be those, the folks that do that. And it's another word for comfort care, so it's taking care of that and
I'm
making
glad you
folks,
said that, because it
right.
also applies to the hospice side, and having gone through this with two parents and a couple of uncles and aunts, it's just great the work that the hospice folks do. Folks, I'm looking at you right there at home. Don't wait. I mean, you know, as early as you can, give Sheila and her folks a call when a prognosis pops up that you want to talk about. The earlier the better, because it is about keeping comfortable and keeping the patient and your loved one have a quality of life.
We have had really good progress with folks that maybe they don't have a terminal illness, or they do have a terminal illness, but yet they're still seeking aggressive treatment. Palliative care is the place to be, because we can manage that symptom and they can still do everything else they were doing, the aggressive treatment. But if we are, then when the time comes, or if the time comes, then we're already built a relationship, we're already in there. And
You're in the loop. You're in the loop and in the system.
And it helps them to make a smoother transition.
Absolutely. I just can't stress that enough. Now, you mentioned a new facility, a new hospice home coming up. Tell us about it.
Yes, that is the State Employees Credit Union Hospice Home of Yadkinville, and it is under construction. We have hopefully sent you some photos that you can see. We actually have a roof.
We can't see them in the studio, but through the magic of television, the folks at home will see.
We're excited that we have a roof, and then you can actually see walking down the hallway. So that's huge for us to be able to have that much done.
Are you going to be hiring additional folks for that facility? Or?
Yeah, we're looking to hire about 20 new positions, and we'll also have some other positions that are shared with current employees. They'll be taking on some new jobs.
Plus, you'll need volunteers for that area.
We always need volunteers, and we're still needing money to finish. We're a little less than $300,000 shy of having that building to be complete.
Because the total cost was what, several million? Or?
The total cost was 3.5. We've asked the community for 2.5, and we're doing the rest within our own reserves. So we're about 289 shy from that.
Oh man! But what a great thing that so many people have contributed. So when
yes.
we put up the website, we'll remind you.
Wonderfully supported by the community.
Speaking of fundraising, you have something coming up in October. Not too early to talk about that?
No, it's not. We're excited about that. It's called Handbags for Hospice. The exciting thing is that we're taking it to Virginia. We have opened an office in Martinsville, Virginia in April, and we're going to do this event in Virginia. It's a wonderful event where we have celebrity handbags that have been gifted to us, and autographed, and then we hold a silent auction. We have music and fun and food, and it's just going to be a good night.
Yeah, because sometimes people forget that you cover such a wide area,
right.
Maybe one of the biggest geographical areas of any hospice I know. It also extends into Virginia. So
it does.
Now, have you selected, since I'm looking ahead here, I know you do a hospice holiday ornament every year. Have you selected one yet?
We've already picked it out and actually given her a name. This year the ornament will feature a turtle dove, and some of the folks jokingly in the office have named her Evelyn.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not going to show it yet. We'll show it later on.
When I get a sample, I will bring one. So
You'll bring the sample
I will
when you
bring
come
one
back.
so we can put right here so you can share.
We'll do that in October. We'll show it on the air. Because I like ornaments.
I love those. They're crystal. They become collectors, and it's a great way.
It is.
It's a small amount that people can honor their folks,
Sure.
their loved ones,
Up on
especially at
screen.
the holidays.
Up on screen, the website, mtmvalleyhospice.org, gives you all sorts of information about how you can contribute money to the Yadkin facility, volunteer, and most importantly, if you have a loved one in a situation who's been diagnosed, this is where you want to go to the website and call and get with Sheila and her folks. Thanks so much for all you do.
Thank you.
All right, my friend.